I mean, so what kind of problems do you normally see when somebody's dating or searching for people that's outside of? You think status is a good word?
Well, and it's all relative. Number one.
Right.
Number two, there's a number of problems, that you can itemize. You can go on for 10 or 20 videos on that. It's just, number one, I think of myself as a decent guy.
No, you're not.
I think of myself as a decent guy.
Yeah.
You can put your definition on what's a decent or a good man. Everyone has their own definition. I always felt that, my definition of success is having some of the comforts of life and a lot in terms of, coming home to a person that really, really enjoys and is reassuring and self-affirming for you.
My definition was as long as you didn't get shot.
Right. That's another video.
You made it.
You're right.
You survived another day.
Exactly.
You successful, dog.
That's another video.
Great job, homeboy.
Video.
You didn't get stabbed today. Good job. Success. Get stabbed.
I know
I
one
just
thing
want
for
to
me.
be alive.
Alive, yeah.
I thought it was successful.
No, that's a part of it. Yeah, that's one of the problems that comes about when you just go reaching out for stuff
Right.
that's not even worth having. That sounds like a Stevie Wonder song, huh? But yeah,
Well, one thing I think about though, as you reach, and it's okay. It's like in anything, having goals and aspirations, and you try and you work hard to. I mean, it's fine. Even I made a comment earlier saying, before about you want 6-figure income earner and you only have 4. I'm not saying that you can't, but you can't. You shouldn't necessarily expect and act as if you somehow have not been treated correctly.
right. They go it's like reaching into like a bag or something.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
you don't really know what's inside the bag, but they like some people want stuff. They want the result, but they don't want to know what it takes to get that. There's certain stuff you got to put up with. If you're dating a doctor, if you're looking for a doctor, you got to be willing to date somebody who works, 80 some odd hours a week, and you can't be one that complains about why we don't ever spend time or why we don't go into it because he sleep when he can,
Operating on brains.
That's what I'm saying. You want him to make money, but in order to make that much money or have that kind of financial freedom, there's a lot of personal sacrifice that has to be made.
Right.
So like you can't go reaching in that bag and then getting mad because you're missing fingers when you come back.
Right.
The
other thing I think about with the law of attraction, law of attraction is all about value. How valuable are you? And that doesn't mean how much do you make, but just what kind of value do you bring to a relationship?
Right.
If you bring, if part of your package, what's unique to you, and the package that you bring into the relationship has baggage from an ex that you haven't finally resolved, you haven't cut this crazy fool off.
Right.
You won't tell him what he needs to hear to stop calling or stop harassing you in your situation.
It's baggage.
You should wonder. You should not wonder really on why a person may not be attracted to that.
Right, and that's not only being emotionally stable, as you stated earlier.
Exactly.
But I heard somebody put it real nicely. They said being emotionally available. Like, are you free to really give yourself the way that another person deserves?
Give myself away.
I knew it. I knew you was gonna start saying something there, man. So you can use me. Crazy, man. But yeah, you gotta be emotionally available.
Right, and obviously this goes both ways. It's not just women; it's men too. Because there's some really immature. As a matter of fact, I think women are more mature than men anyway. I believe that. I believe that. That's when we might disagree on. I believe they get mature much quicker than.
No, let me
catch up.
Let me tell you.
I just think as a whole, you got more. Women are emotional. Men are intellectual. So there is that difference, but I just think, when you generally speaking, women are more emotionally mature than men.